Hi, everyone. Welcome back to this week's Priestess Rise Up transmission. It's always so delightful to be here with you. If you're new to my work, my name is Lisa Espinosa, and the focus of everything I do is to help you, help my clients, my students, anyone who's drawn to my work to follow their soul's guidance so that you can fulfill your divine mission. That's really what it all boils down to. And so we gather here every week to remember that, to remember actually how simple it is. And yet, our brain, because we have a human brain, really likes to overcomplicate it. And so I understand, right, how important it is because I need those reminders as well, right? I have my teachers, my mentors, my guides, my connection with my soul, my ascended master guides, all of them who remind me over and over and over of the same thing. So I would love to see who's here. If you want to share in the chat, please feel free to do so. Roxana, namaste. And so today, as I was preparing, I was really feeling this need to, or this calling to not pause exactly, but almost to take a breather, right? To here we are, and whenever you're watching this, right now, we're here in the beginning of February. So much, I don't know how your January was or how this last month was for you whenever you watch this. But in my life and a lot of my clients' lives, there was so much unfolding, so much um, growth, expansion, activity, so much kind of noticing the stretch, right? Noticing, hi, Claire, noticing kind of this new energy that perhaps you've been working on for years and years and years, working on creating. So today, I was meditating in front of my Mother Mary altar, and well, it's like my Mother Mary slash Kuan Yin slash unicorns. And I was like, what do you want me to talk about? Because sometimes I really don't know. Sometimes and I want to share that and be really transparent because I know that I'm here to lead leaders, right? I'm here to be with all of you who are here to teach and share your light and share your gifts, and maybe you're a therapist or wellness professional, or you teach yoga, whatever you do. And I really want you to know that so much of leadership is showing up, right? And so I've never led a priestess transmission and afterwards felt bad or worse or anything like that. I always, on the other side, feel so grateful and joyful to be doing this. But there were times like today when I was kind of like, oh, just I had a very long day. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, which are not my favorite thing in the world. And I really was, had a part was that was like, I don't feel like doing this. But I've developed the discipline, right? The soulful discipline, the belief in my soul to know that I don't need to feel like doing it and I can still do it. And so I really want to offer you that, if there's something that you're like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like taking that step. I don't feel like I'm not inspired. I'm not motivated. It's lovely when we're inspired and motivated to do our life's work, right? To share our gifts. But we can't count on that. I really want you to hear that. And I didn't know I was going to talk about that now, but this makes sense. So there's this illusion, right? There's this thought error, let's call it, that that if our soul is guiding us to do something, then we'll feel inspired and motivated, right? That we'll feel all these like beautiful things. And that's how we know, oh, I'm in the flow of my soul. That does happen. And I have felt that. And I feel that often. And that's very lovely. And there's many times where I don't feel that. And it doesn't mean my soul's not guiding me to do the thing. It means that I'm human. It means that I have a human brain. It means that I have different parts inside of me who can, just kind of have different opinions about what I should be doing. But leadership comes in when we notice those things about us and we don't judge it, because that's important, right? So in the past I would have definitely been like, oh my gosh, what kind of spiritual teacher am I if I am not just kind of floating on air all day long, right? But I've learned that as a human we have those human experiences, and so we notice it with compassion, sometimes we notice it with humor, and we still show up, right? We still show up and do the thing, right? We still show up and be of service, knowing that we don't need to be motivated, we don't need to be inspired to do it. And that's the difference between, again, spiritual maturity and spiritual infancy or spiritual toddlerhood or all the things. And I'm not saying I'm always a spiritual mature person at all. I have those moments of toddlerhood for sure. But it's really important to talk about that, because I feel like, especially with positive thinking and law of attraction and following your bliss, all things that I absolutely believe in, there is this misconception that we have to just wait for the right moment, and that's when we take action. And I have coached a lot of clients, many, 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 in the 13 years that I've been doing this. And that's one of the first things we dismantle, right? That belief that in order to finish your book or to work on your website or do your Facebook Live or do whatever it is you're going to do, that you have to wait for the moment until you're motivated and inspired. Sometimes I saw, Deborah, what you wrote there, yeah, in Course in Miracles, which is an amazing spiritual transmission in and of itself, for sure. Right, it says all that is needed is our little willingness. Yes. And that's what I just keep going back to over and over and over. Even when I don't feel like it, is like I'm willing. And for me, it's moved beyond the little willingness. Sometimes it is that. Sometimes it's like, okay, I have a little willingness. Please help me. But more and more my fuel is service. Like I'm really coming back to that. And in the beginning, I had so much baggage around the word service. It was all filled with codependency and rescuing and people pleasing and not setting boundaries. So it was a mess, really. So as I started, to work with my therapist and coaches and to clean my mind and heal my emotions, I kind of, at some point, went to the other, like the word service scared me. Like, oh gosh, if I go into service, that means I'm not going to take care of myself and I'm going to suffer and I'm just going to, just be just giving so much and never giving to myself. So I had to like really sort through all of that and then come back to this really sacred service, the holiness of service, right? That we are here to be in service. All of us, really, all of us, whether you're a wellness professional or not, we're all here to be of service. And it's actually the thing that will bring us the most joy. And so that's what I come back to over and over and over. Like, I want to be of service. I'm And again, Deborah, you brought Course in Miracles, but one of my favorite prayers in Course in Miracles starts with the line, I'm here only to be truly helpful. And so and it goes on, there's other beautiful lines in that prayer, but I say that every time, before I have my client sessions, before I come on live, I just go into my heart, and that's the prayer. Like, I'm here only to be truly helpful. What does that mean? So I want to offer you that prayer or that sentence, because there's more to the prayer. It means that it's not what my ego thinks would be helpful, or even my coachy part thinks would be helpful, but what my soul knows is actually helpful. What the divine, what God, what the universe knows is helpful. So that prayer of I'm here only to be truly helpful is such a humbling prayer, right? It's like, okay, I'm letting go of the agenda, because I can think of a whole bunch of things to talk about. Like, it's not that I have no ideas at all. It's not that. But when we're really being trained in letting our soul lead the way, and really letting our ideas of what would be helpful, releasing those, and having the love, the commitment to say, I'm here only to be truly helpful. And Jill, you're asking, yes, I am wearing the Joan of Arc pendant. And I've been wearing my other Joan of Arc pendant a lot, but I hadn't worn, this is the sword, her sword of truth. And I was really guided to wear that today. And I'm also wearing my Kuan Yin mala beads. But the reason for this, for, wearing this sword of truth, it's connected to all of this because this reminded me of what my prayer is, right? For humanity and for myself and for the work I do. Because if you think of Joan of Arc, right? If you think of, her, holding her sword, right? Her holding her banner, actually, right? But I have a picture of her that I printed from online. It was like an illustration where she's like standing holding her sword of truth, right? And it's like that's what she reminded me as my mind was going all over the place. It's like, just come back to the truth, like holding that sword of truth, that you're here to be truly helpful, and that I'm here to help all of you because you're all here to be truly helpful, not what the world thinks is helpful, not what the matrix thinks is helpful, not what our ego claims is helpful, but what is truly helpful. And so it was like, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm putting this on because this is just was bringing me this. I do believe that jewelry can be, as one of my teachers says, ascension technology, right? It can help us just like crystals do to like set our frequency, set our intention. And so let's do, I haven't done that priestess mudra in forever. So let's do that now because I think that will be really helpful. Hey, Zoe. Yes. High priestesses love the sword of truth. Absolutely. And yes, and let's do the mudra of the priestess. And then I feel like we're going to, go into meditation and just kind of ask, what is your sword of truth today? What is your sword of truth this month? What does what truth is your sword holding? And really like putting that sword in the ground and being unwavering, not from a egotistical, rigid way, right? That no, it's like this, the unwavering truth of the soul, the certainty of the soul. Even as we're unsure of a whole bunch of things, we can come back to the certainty of our soul. So the mudra, if you don't know it, and let me read what Deborah said. Yes, I know it. Yep. I kind of changed the words a little bit. just a couple of them, but yes, that's the, I'm here only to be truly helpful. I'm here to represent only you who sent me. And I love the line. It's like, I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do. That's a line in that prayer too. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, for you will direct me. Think about how beautiful that is. I've been praying that prayer for years. And the line after is like, I am content going wherever you wish. So again, it's the humility, right? It's like, I don't have to worry about what to say or what to do. I trust wherever you lead me. I'm content going wherever you wish, knowing you go there with me. And then I am healed as I let you teach me to heal. It's really like a perfect prayer, I feel. And it's Jesus, it's Ascended Master Jesus who gave us that little gift. So thank you, Deborah, for bringing that in. So this is what we do. We're going to take our right hand, and I like putting my left hand on my left knee or thigh to like really kind of ground. And we lift our right arm up. I'm wearing this beautiful thing that one of my daughters gave me for Christmas. I love it, but it is extremely long. And if you don't know, I'm rather petite. And so there's all this fabric all around. And so, okay, I untangled myself. All right. Okay. So left hand on your knee, and then we're going to lift our right arm. And I'll just do it once so you can see, and then we'll do it together. So you bring it down. This is you're holding your sword of truth. You bring it down your center. And you can say different things. In fact, I would invite you to later kind of tune into like what is the mantra that comes to you. The one that I love to say is I am present, I am here. I mean, think about that. Right? We gather together as priestesses. We gather in the circle across, like, gosh, countries. I mean, if you want to share where you're watching this from, either in the chat, where you're joining us from, or in the comments, it's amazing, right? It's amazing that we're connecting priestesses around the world. But so that first mantra of like, I am present, I am here. We're going to do that. Okay. So you're holding your sword of light, and you're bringing it down the center. I am present. I am here. So feel the power of that. So let's do that again. I am present. I am here. And we'll just do it one more time. I am present. I am here. And just welcome, priestesses, as we arrive. I just felt the energy shift, is this divine arrival, right? Giving yourself permission to arrive, to be here. So as we stand in our circle, and Zoe's saying she's joining from Ireland. Amy, hey Amy, she's joining from Chicago, and I know there's others of you joining from different places. So you're anchoring this priestess light wherever you are. And Jill, I love that you're also wearing the Joan of Arc pendant, and she was in your reading. I know Joan of Arc is really stepping forward for all of us priestesses. Claire, thank you. You're in the UK. Diane, you're in California. Beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful just to feel everyone's light, just really your sword, right? Your sword in the ground, your sword of truth, your sword of light, your sword of divinity. And it's like blessing the earth where you are. Deborah, Portland, beautiful. I forgot that's where you were, Deborah, beautiful. And so as we stand here with our swords of truth, we're going to go into this meditation, and I'm already feeling a circle of stones coming together. We're going to travel to a circle of stones. So we're going to trust where we're being led on this journey. And whether you're here live or you're watching the replay, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for being here, for sharing your medicine, however you are feeling. So if you're feeling tired or down or discouraged or awesome and great and powerful or anywhere in between, your medicine is here for us, for all of us, for the collective. And so I invite all of us priestesses here to take a few cleansing breaths and still visualize you're holding that sword, your sword of truth, in the ground. And we're here in a circle. And I welcome, if there's any males either here watching live or who join us in the replay, your divine masculine energy is welcome to be here in honor of the feminine that we're embodying and the feminine within you. And so I trust that anyone who identifies as a man who is drawn to this circle is drawn here for a reason. And so here as priestesses, we are in this circle now. You're holding your sword of light, right? It's in the ground. And around us appears this circle of stones. There is one stone behind each of us. So where you are standing, there is a stone that is like your height, maybe a little higher behind you. So each of us has this unique sacred stone as we're holding this sword of light in the earth. And this sacred stone behind us, behind you, behind each of us, is starting to vibrate, is starting to become activated. It is activating you and you are activating it. It is a sacred stone. And even though it is behind you, you know, you are aware that these sacred symbols are starting to light up on the surface of the stone. Sacred symbols, some you might recognize, some you may not. That is fine. Trust that your soul, your higher self, is leading this journey. And whatever symbols appear are symbols that are here for you as gifts, as blessings, as mantras, as codes of light. And so as you hold this sword of light, your sword of truth in the earth, and the stone is behind you, pulsing with energy, radiating the sacred symbols to you. I invite you to close your eyes if they are still open. Feel the power of this circle of stones, this circle of priestesses, holy women. And at the center of the circle now appears a beautiful tall pillar made of clear quartz. It is amplifying the power of this circle. And as you hold your sword of truth in the earth, and feel that stone behind you, you're going to ask your soul some questions. And you know that your soul always answers you. There is no exception. You are always answered. But sometimes you will not become aware of the answer until a later time. So in this moment, you are just open and receptive. And you're asking the question, beautiful soul, what truth is my sword of truth bringing to the earth? What truth is my sword of truth bringing to the earth? What truth is my sword of truth bringing to the earth? And just feel the sword vibrating with light, whether you heard the answer yet or not. Feel it vibrating in your heart, this truth. And then we're going to lift this sword of truth, this sword of light, this sword that isn't here to harm, but to awaken. And we hold it with both hands at our heart now. And this sword of truth that turns into light dissolves within you. And so visualize this sword of truth of light that cannot harm you, that actually is like a tuning fork within you. See it now. It exists there inside of you. And your soul stands before you with gratitude, with love, with appreciation. With reassurance. And it just brings a blessing to the crown of your head to help you integrate today's journey on all levels of your being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, across all dimensions of time. This moment is written in your Akashic records now, in your soul's book. Your soul is in charge of that. And so, with great gratitude to all the priestesses here, to any brothers who might be here or might join us at any point for their witnessing of this moment. And we bring the palms of our hands together as we bow to each other and our own heart. And we come back to this moment, come back to your surroundings. Feel the earth underneath you with a namaste, namaste. And if there's anything you want to share, either your truth, maybe a word that came to you, maybe some awareness of that stone behind you that felt so powerful to have to travel to a circle of stones. I didn't know that was going to happen, but that felt really right. And so I want to remind you that I'm here every week, Wednesdays at 2:30. Also, next week is the first Mother Mary planetary healing class of the year. I didn't have one last month. And this one is going to be all about your priestess mind. That was a phrase Mother Mary gave me. And she said, that this next week's call or class is going to be all about awakening our priestess mind. What does that mean? What is the mind of a priestess like? And it's not that we're all clones of each other, obviously, but there are certain qualities that we are developing, muscles that we're working out when we commit to this path. And so there's going to be ceremony and activations and teachings. I'm really excited. Feel free to join there. That is Wednesday, the 15th. I'll put the link in the description. You can also go to my website and sign up there. It's $33. And also remember the 1 year coaching journey with me. This is a whole brand new offering. I'm dissolving all my other programs. So there's not going to be any more 3-month or 6-month or 1 month. I am just filling my practice with 1 year coaching clients. I'm going to still do my classes and these transmissions. But if it's something that interests you, if you want to talk about that, if you feel like, yeah, I want to learn right? To have the support that I need to manage my mind, to heal my emotions, to create the life that I'm here to create, and to share my gifts in the way that I'm here to share them, I would love to talk to you. I offer a free consultation to discuss that. So I'll put the link in my calendar. And once the spots are filled, I'm gonna close my, not close it like forever, but then I'm gonna be like, okay, my coaching practice is closed for 2023. And several amazing women have already enrolled. I could not be more thrilled. So let me read. Diane is saying alignment. Beautiful. Hey, Destiny, good to see you. Deborah, I heard give the grace which you would receive for your own healing. I love that, Deborah. Thank you so much. So, alignment, grace, Claire, love, perfect. So, I want to pull a card and then we will be done. I'm actually feeling guided to pull a card for you all, which part of me is always like, that's going to take forever. But I'm just going to, it takes so long. If you want, okay, let me clarify my thoughts here. If you want me to pull a card for you, it's going to be like speed oracle card pulling. Put yes on the chat and I will pull a card for you, right? And it's going to be an extension of this journey we just took to the stone circle. And I have a time limit, so whatever I get to at that point. So thank you, Deborah, for your kind words. Okay, so let's start over. Destiny. Okay, Destiny, here we go. This is from the unicorn deck. Destiny, number 8. Open to abundance. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. There you go. Look at that. And everyone, remember it's recorded, so you can go back and hear it again if you need to. Okay, Diane, here we go. 9, open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Look at that. Deborah, let's go, Deborah. Number 40, Stargate of Lyra, I'm not sure exactly how to say it. Expand your causal chakra. Enter okay, this card's jumping. Enter the unicorn kingdom, Deborah. Zoe, yes. Number 33. I just got this card for the first time last week. Cosmic Sapphire. Act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. That. And Roxana. Number 3, create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. That. Claire. Oh, gosh, Claire, your card flew out. So here we go, Claire. Number 13, creative solutions. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. I mean, this card just cracks me up. Squirrel and unicorn. I love it. Sharon. Okay, that's who JMM is. Thank you, Sharon. Let's see. Sharon, yes. Number 25, caring community. Participate and belong. Enrich your life. Get that. And Amy, I don't think I've done one for you yet. And Amy saying, I kept hearing love conquers all. Beautiful. Okay, I don't think I did, Amy. If I did, this will just be the second one because I can't remember. Okay, Amy, soul healing. Oh, I had this card a few days ago. Number 16, align with your essence. See your true colors. All right, lovely people. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna make sure if there's anyone I missed, if I catch you, if you say it there, I'll do it. I'm gonna pull one for me and you can all see what I got. I don't know why I'm being called to do that right now, but I'm gonna do that. Okay, like they literally all want to turn around. No, one. Okay. Number 22. I love repeated numbers. Manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment. I love that. All right. Oh, I love, Roxana, that your whole being is singing. Yes. Thank you, everyone. It was such a joy. See what I mean? Like after, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, I got all the blessing. But we just have to show up even when we don't feel like it because we're human, right? All right. Thank you, everyone. Go out and share your sword of truth. Remember, sometimes the sword of truth says no words, it's just your presence. And other times it is. It is that one word, right? That lightning, like, but it's not forceful. It comes from love, it comes from service. It isn't about convincing or defending or all of those things, right? It just comes from that pristine place in our heart. Bye, everyone. See you next week. I hope you join me for Mother Mary putting on our priestess mind. All right. Bye, everyone.